Nairobi's Mariakani estate is a place saturated with very many senior citizens. That's because this estate is as old as its residents, many of whom worked for the now defunct Nairobi City Council.
We used not to use my car. City Council was very, very strict. Even they used to come and inspect. So we used to use either electricity. Council was not, I can't remember. We used electricity.
Jikos were not allowed?
Not allowed. They were not allowed. Unatumia jiko utatupa nje.
Area code is about to open up the gates
Mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother.
and the hearts of the residents to reveal to you a place with so much history but very little to show for it.
Hapa kumeishi watu wengi kama former MP wa Makadara ameishi hapa, Martin Shikuku, Joe Kadenge, Oduya Oprong, na kuna wengine wengi.
I was one of the first person to get this house. Ikiwa president mkubwa mwenyewe alisema Kadenge must be considered au anakaa kwa hiyo nyumba ya City Council kwa sababu ni mchezaji mzuri. Wakati watakuwa wakimtafuta aende kucheza mpira, wanajua mahali anakaa kwa nyumba.
From the legendary status to the controversy surrounding a possible irregular sale of the estate.
Some few corrupt guys at City Hall went silently, corrupted the minutes and indicated that we wanted to sell, to swap estates with the city, with the lab fund. If you look in that minute very carefully, Mariakani is not mentioned anywhere.
We speak to the legends, the young.
This is the original card. Unaona?
This one.
That one.
And the old on this special focus of Nairobi's Mariakani estate. So you're a famous football legend. You're at the prime of your career and hold the record for the fastest ever goal scored in the Kenya Premier League. You happen to carry your team to the apex of the same league in 1966. You have played for your country for 14 solid years and even become coach of the national team. The country's founding father and later on his son are close friends of yours. And then there's also a famous political legend who became the youngest member of the Kenyan delegation to the Lancaster House Conference, which held talks that paved the way for Kenya's independence. You have become Butere Member of Parliament in 1963, served the country's pioneer African government, gotten detained for nearly a decade, formed a new political party, taken a stab at the presidency and lost miserably. What do these two icons of Kenya's history, each dominating their respective fields of expertise, have in common? As in most pioneer city council estates in Nairobi, Mariakani hasn't fallen short of having its own list of star-studded personalities, political or otherwise, who have once called this place home.
Hapa kumeishi watu wengi kama former MP wa Makadara ameishi hapa, Martin Shikuku, Joe Kadenge, Oduya Oprong, na kuna wengine wengi.
This is the house where Martin Shikuku resided in for years with his family. After being released from detention in 1979, Shikuku and Kenneth Matiba, alongside many other political detainees, would strategize and plan political gatherings from here. Just a few blocks away, however, was another would-be icon, charting a path for himself that no one else had done before him. Football legend Joseph Kadenge moved into Mariakani estate more than 50 years ago. Back then, Kadenge was a young man causing excitement waves around the country for his skill and prowess with the ball. He would lead his then club, Abaluya United, now known as AFC Leopards, to Kenya Premier League glory just 3 years after independence. His football wit as a striker for Harambee Stars helped him inspire the country to win the inaugural Sekafa Senior Cup Challenge in 1970. It's a list of accolades so profound, the country's first president had no choice but to notice Kadenge.
President wetu ambaye kwa bahati mbaya hayuko alienda mbinguni, Kenyatta. Yeye alikuwa ananipenda sana.
It is that immense love which prompted the then head of state to direct the Nairobi City Council to award Kadenge a house in Mariakani estate once he made his application.
I was one of the first person to get this house. Ikiwa president mkubwa mwenyewe alisema Kadenge must be considered. Au anakaa kwa hiyo nyumba ya City Council kwa sababu ni mchezaji mzuri. Wakati watakuwa wakimtafuta aende kucheza mpira, wanajua mahali anakaa kwa nyumba.
But long gone are his glory days. Now Kadenge spends most of his time strolling these streets or taking a ride in his trademark car, where football nuggets remain ever so evident. In his trademark cowboy hat, he recollects the moments he practiced and played on this very field within the estate, honing his craft for the world to see. And indeed, the world saw it and marveled so much, biographies have been written about this man. Kadenge will be the first to tell you, back in the day, Mariakani Estate was the place to be. And we are about to meet a 74-year-old lady who agrees.
Come in.
Hello.
How are you?
Deborah Bembe is the sister to Nairobi's second mayor, Isaac Lugonzo, who assisted her secure accommodation here. She got an application for a house here on the 2nd of February 1967. She never would have imagined she'd spend more than 4 decades at the same house, raising 6 children along the way.
When we came in, the estate was very clean. I can remember we were paying 210 shillings. There were very few Africans. The majority were Asians, especially Kwans.
And since then, the more things change, the more they have remained the same in Mariakani Estate. The houses here rented out for just 10,000 Kenya shillings a month. It's no wonder you'll rarely see anyone move out of the place. In the past, accommodation here was jostled over by political merchants from City Hall, looking for a nice, sleek neighborhood for themselves and their families.
It's a comfortable place, and when you look at it, the way they build it, like this house, now it's over 50 years. You see the foundation? You can never get such house. The compound, see the compound there. You know, City Council planned very nicely. See the houses which are coming out now. How many floors now? People are putting small.
And the spaces, both inside and outside the houses, is perhaps the reason why Mariakani Estate is right now experiencing one of the hotly contested legal battles for ownership involving the Nairobi City County and a retirement benefits firm that I'll be explaining when we come back.
Kini problem imeanza when this City Council, when county. That was last year, when Love Fund used to bring us a notice that we owe them. I think mine was, I owe them 798,000.
We went to court to demand that the illegal transfer be revoked. Number 2, there was no public participation because these are public property. Of course, the public would have been informed about it. Nobody was informed.
So they were grabbers. I still call them grabbers. Yes, I'm still calling them grabbers. You come and grab where people have lived for over 50 years.